Well, and Jacksonville Sheriff T.K. speaking out today after another child was killed by gun violence. This morning, a triple shooting claimed the life of a 6-year-old and sent a 12-year-old and a man to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries.
This comes just days after a quadruple shooting killed a 3-year-old and 2 adults. News for Jax reporter Eric Avene joining us live to talk about this bigger picture of gun violence plaguing the River City. Eric.
Well, as of right now, 90 people have been murdered here in Jacksonville. 25 and at least 25 children have been shot. Now, during a news conference earlier today here inside JSO headquarters, Sheriff T.K. asked why there was no public outrage over these recent acts of violence, especially the cases in which children were the victims. Once again, another crime scene in Jacksonville dominating the news. And once again, one of the victims who died was a child. Since last Friday, 6 people have been murdered in the River City, 2 of whom were children, a 6-year-old and a 3-year-old. During a news conference to address the recent rash of gun violence, Sheriff T.K. said he was heartbroken over innocent children being shot to death.
There are Jacksonville families who have suffered unimaginable loss, the loss of a child. The families are preparing to bury innocent children, and that should not happen.
Last month, community leaders, activists, and ordinary people rallied together in solidarity after a gunman killed 3 people during what investigators called a racially motivated shooting. But since that incident, there have been a number of deadly shootings that were not followed by organized rallies to protest gun violence, especially gun violence in which children were the victims.
Why aren't they speaking up? We heard from them a few weeks ago, but why are we not hearing from them today?
Nearly an hour after the sheriff made those comments, the NAACP released a statement that said the local branch of the NAACP is outraged at the overnight killing of a 6-year-old child. The senseless violence and shootings in our communities are unnecessary and need to end. The African-American leaders should continue to stand in solidarity as they did previously over the recent mass shooting and call out the violence and senseless killings in the Black community. The NAACP is strongly speaking out against these atrocities and is demanding a ceasefire. Before Sheriff ended his news conference, he spoke directly to the people who are committing gun violence.
I vow to you that this agency will not rest until you're held accountable for your crimes. You took the lives of innocent children. Our community will not protect you, and our community rejects the subculture that glorifies the violence that you promote.
So the question now is, what's at the heart of this constant gun violence? Where are the criminals getting these guns, and why are they so emboldened to kill without prejudice? Coming up at 11, you'll hear the answers to those questions from Sheriff T.K. Reporting live, Eric Avene, Channel 4, the local station.